I'll start with the identification tag on the side. Here you'll find the manufacturer, your VIN number, date it was manufactured, gross vehicle weight, tire sizes and pressures. Up top you have your cargo capacity, VIN number, and below you have a tire chart. Up front, your breakaway. So one thing to know with the breakaway, if this key gets pulled out and your battery's hooked up, it does activate your brakes. If it's left like that for an extended period of time, it will drain your battery and possibly do damage to your brakes. So keep an eye and make sure that stays in. Trip wiring here. Up front you got your cubby, you got your battery. These are maintenance-free batteries. You may have to add water to them at some point. If you're not going to be using your unit for a while, I would disconnect it, and there is a disconnect on this unit. And for winter storage, I would put it somewhere warm. Your spare tire is mounted underneath the front here. It does crank down, and I'll show you where the crank is when we come around to that. This is your up and down for your landing gear. This compartment has two 30-pound propane tanks. The selector is in the middle. The arrow points to whichever tank is going to be feeding. The battery disconnect is here. So when it's on the on position, your battery's on. If you switch it over to off, the battery's disconnected. Here you have your water management. There is a chart here. So it just kind of shows you which way the valves are going to be positioned for whatever you want to do. There is two different connections here. You have the city water connect, and you have the sanitize and winterize. So the sanitize here and the winterize here, you're going to put your hose in this one. All the rest of them, city water connect and the tank fill, you're going to put into the city water connection. So your tank fill, fill in your fresh tank, you put your valves that way, hook your garden hose to the city water, turn the valve on, it fills your tank. Once you're done filling your tank, you're going to go to dry camp, because dry camp means that you're going somewhere if there's not water provided for you, so you have carried your water there. So once your tank is full, you get to your campsite, you're going to put your valves to that there, and you can turn your pump on and you can pump your water. Sanitize is sanitizing your water tank. If you want to pump some bleach in there, bleach it or whatever. So that one would go into this line. You put your clear or your winterized hose into here and kick your pump and it'll suck fluid into your tank. Winterize is the same. Put your hose here, kick your pump in, and it's going to suck your antifreeze through your system. And then the city water, of course, that way and into the city water, and you're good to go. You have your black tank flush. If you're going to be using your black tank flush, make sure that you have your black tank valve open, which is that one right there, black tank. You have your bypass for your water heater. So you don't have to go behind the water heater for these ones. These ones here, you just flip the valve that way and you're bypassed. No fluid can get to your hot water heater. So that's what you'll want to do when you winterize. You don't want antifreeze going to your hot water heater. Put it back to normal. You have a water pump button here. There's also one on the inside. If you turn this one on, the light on the switch on the inside will light up. If you turn the one on the inside on, this one will light up. So you can only turn the one on. You have your hot and cold here. There is a hose for that, a quick connect. This is for a solar panel. If you ever decide you want to put a solar panel, there's a plug-in for that. And then you have your inputs for your satellite, cable, and auxiliary. And then of course your black black tank and 2 gray tanks here. And your sewer dump is just underneath. You'll see there's 2 low points here. You don't have to do much with them. After you winterize, you can open those valves. You'll get a little bit of water and a little bit of antifreeze out. And that's all you really need to do with that. You don't have to do anything other than just open those up after winterizing. Your shore cord plugs into there. It's a 50 amp. Underneath your slide, you'll see there's 2 arms and a cylinder down at that far end. Just kind of make sure everything stays clean and everything should work good for you. Now, in behind, underneath, I'll have to do a little crawling here. Underneath the slide, right there, that is your freshwater drain. This one has electric stabilizers at the back, and I think the switch is on the other side on this one. I'll show it to you there. You got a rear ladder. I do recommend inspecting your roof once in a while, especially if you've went through a storm, or if there's if you went into a tight place where there was trees overhanging, just to inspect, make sure you didn't rip your roof on a tree branch or hail damage, cracked vents. Just a general inspection. There is a backup camera on this unit, and there is a receiver, and it does have the information there for your capacity. Here's your switch for your stabilizer jacks, extend and retract. Your outside kitchen, little fridge, and a grill. Your grill, the propane hose is up here, and it connects at the back right there. It's a quick coupler, and then right underneath is the other supply line. There is a place to plug in a TV up there. You got a coax cable and a power outlet. This vent's for your fridge. All the controls are on the inside, so there's no reason to go in there. You have outside speakers, your furnace intake and exhaust. So this gets really hot. Just kind of make sure you don't put anything in front of it, or it'll be melted. Power outlet. That's a vent for your range, your exhaust fan above your stove. Hot water heater. These are electric and gas or propane. All the controls are on the inside. It is all automatic. The only thing you really need to know here is the drain. There's your plug, and very important for winterization that you have that drained. On your wheels, these caps pull off. There is grease nipples in behind. It's not a bad idea to give your wheel bearings a couple shots of grease once in a while. If you are putting on lots of miles though, I do recommend getting a repack done every year, every couple years. This is another spray port for your, you have a little blue hose with a garden hose end. It's just cold water on that one. Your entry door, there's a light for underneath your step. You have another outside speaker there. Here is your blue hose with a quick connect for your water. Your sewer hose here. There's a slip disc, a loop disc here. Your short cord. You have a crank. And this crank here, with the big end, is for your spare tire. And your spare tire is right there. That's where you crank it. The gold colored crank is for your stabilizer jack. You can the stab jacks at the back are electric, but you can manually crank them. There's a place for a TV You got your cable satellite antenna hookups here. And then this compartment is just a compartment you could put an extra propane bottle in if you wanted. Or anything really.